Cool, cool. Richard, you've been working out during the quarantine?
No,
No?
I'm getting so fat.
Dude, I live stream and I do this thing where if I fuck up in the video game, there's different exercise-based punishments. In this last one, every time I die, I do 20 push-ups and 5 pull-ups. That's a pull-up bar, the orange thing behind me.
Nice.
Last night, 140 or 160 push-ups and 35 or 40 pull-ups. That's a lot, man. Like it's over the
Yeah, you
course of
killed it.
time. Yeah, it's not like I do them back to back or anything, but like, it adds up, man. It turns into a thing, and I've been streaming just about every night, and like sometimes I need a day off. But
That's awesome. Good for you. Like I really wanted to do that, especially with binge watching so much TV and everything. Like the gym I go to is a CrossFit gym, and they were really cool about, hey, members, we got to shut down city ordinance, blah, 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 blah. Anybody who wants to come take equipment, be it barbells, bikes, rowers, kettlebells, all that stuff, come get it, check it out. And then, if it's a month, if it's 2 months, whatever, just bring it back whenever we're done. And I procrastinated. I wanted to get on an assault bike and a kettlebell, a wall ball, so I could at least do, some stuff, jump rope and everything. And it's kind of funny. I kept hitting the owner up, trying to get out there to get the equipment and everything. And they weren't very responsive and everything. And then a couple days later, I find out that, he tested positive for Corona, and then like 2 other people from the gym did too. So I was like, it's probably for the better. I'll eat my Pillsbury toaster strudels.
I like the business concept. That's interesting to me, right? Because a gym that I'm not allowed to go to is my first cancellation, right? My last one is obviously my internet connection.
Oh,
but
I love it.
I feel like I would drop the gym for 3 months if I can't go for 3 months. That's not fair to me.
Yeah, so the thing is, I know a lot of those guys are small business owners, and I told them, I was like I drop in at so many gyms across the country from traveling and everything. This is like easily like one of my favorite gyms, hands down, because of the programming. They're so good at scaling, because you go to some gyms and I don't like, you get some professional athletes like Matt Fraser and Rich Froning out at Mayhem and Tennessee. These dudes are like, they're the fittest men in the world, right? So you go to a workout with them, it's like, I'm not going to be doing handstand push-ups and stuff like that and keeping pace with them. So this gym's like phenomenal at scaling programming for the average person or people, to figure out a workout levels that's good for them. Yeah. And I was like, to be quite frank, like, I wanted to tell them this a long time ago. I just, never got around to it. I was like, even if I move, like if you guys set up the webcams like you do now, I would do a home gym and do this workout like with you guys and still pay for my membership, because I want to support people who are helping other people or small businesses and stuff like that if I can. Because to be quite frankly, I don't want to think about like what I'm cooking or what I'm doing in a workout. Those are like 2 decisions I really don't like making at the end of the day. So it's like, I'll eat whatever, let's, get it. It's like, I'll go to the gym. I don't want to know what the workout is, because I'll find a way to like, my arm's hurting today, maybe I shouldn't go for that one or whatever. It's like, no, show up, do the work, leave, good.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had a relationship like that with my gym, and or any gym I've been a part of. I'm not part of one right now, and but I see where you're coming from. It's about the people for you. To me, it's just, like in terms of services not provided, it's like, it's one of the first that you can't close your doors and keep billing me.
Yeah, no, I get it. Like Globo gyms and stuff like that. I totally understand that.
But they did seem really clever. Like, it's like, hey, take this medicine ball home with you. Take these dumbbells home with you. That guy's not canceling. The guy's absolutely.
Well, they're also doing online programming too. So it's like, we're setting up webcams like this, and then there's a group of like 30 people doing the same workout with the equipment that they took home and everything, which is kind of fun. And I don't know, it's kind of cool. It's like that Peloton thing to a different level.
There's a business opportunity here for setting up, like I mentioned before, that I think conferences where one person addresses more than half a dozen or so are probably bad, right? You'd be better off with just quality video and like getting that show aspect right than something like E3. E3 should be a web show that I watch, not a conference they want me to go to. So, okay. I think there's an opportunity there, using this coronavirus as the catalyst to change the way that sort of thing is done.
I think E3 benefits from that in-person thing because so many influencers get to lay hands on the product. So many journalists and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, and they get to feel important. You know, they get schmoozed with the gift bags and stuff like that too. Was it way back in the day, like Call of Duty did the Jeep experience or whatever, whenever it was at Call of Duty XP over in Marina Del Rey or whatever, and it's like driving people around and all that stuff. And they had the what's the burger joint set up there?
Oh yeah, from Call of Duty. I can't think of it. Yeah, they had paintball and everything. Yeah, that was COD XP was crazy that year.
Yeah, I competed in that event. Now it's such a big prestigious thing for the $1 million payout and stuff. In the first one, you had to earn your way into it by winning like an online competition or just doing really well. And there was a guy who was a fan of mine who was like, like I'll pick up Woody and T-Mart, and another guy who was a really good player. And him, who was also a really good player. And we'll compete against Optic and those guys. And we didn't win. But it's still like
didn't go too well.
But it's still a thing. Like, I can't believe I was in the like COD XP tournament, and if we just needed to win like a round or two to get in the money, which would have been really a neat thing for me. And I think I'm describing round wrong. Like, we did win a game or so, but we didn't get to the next round.
Remember how lame that VIP room was?
The upstairs one, right? Yeah. I remember who was the pretty blonde girl who likes Apple things? I think she dated Optic.
Yeah, Justine?
Justine, yeah.
Yeah.
Justine made a mistake. She called a team the wrong name or something, and I was with her in the VIP room, and she was beating herself up hard about it. And it's like, this is okay. No one's going to care about this by tomorrow. You know, like in terms of dog.
She was dating Ryan at the time, I think.
Yep.
I mess people's names up, but yeah. And, but yeah, that was how I met Justine. She was having a down moment in the VIP room.
I just remember that VIP room was lame. I don't know why I was allowed in the VIP room, but I was. And I just remember thinking like, I don't feel very VIP.
How far do you go back to competitive gaming then? What do you like? Because I remember going to Blockbuster playing way back in the day when you had regional qualifiers and you had to do it on like in store. Like Not it was me. Mario or something. And like, so like as a regional qualifier, I got like a little Blockbuster pin thing that said that you qualified, but I couldn't afford to go to fucking California or wherever it was for them to do the.
There was a period in my life where I didn't game very much because I worked during the day and went to school at night. And then when I graduated, I kind of returned to gaming with my extra time. I think that occurred in that window where I didn't have time.
Where the fuck is Taylor?
World War Z.
World War Z? Is he going longer than I was just going?
He's taking the biggest shit ever or something over there.
I hope we get photos.
I don't.
Yeah. Kyle's like, this is my food. Taylor's like, this is my food 6 hours later.
Oh, God. It's really, I'm really wanting to watch this video.
That's why you're anxious.
Which one is
excited about the next topic?
Yeah.
The Assault Fitness one or?
Oh, I was just sending you that because you mentioned that that bike. That's a really cool treadmill.
Have you ever been on one?
Nope.
Why was this bike cool to you? How can an exercise bike be made neater?
So I don't know. I've got a weird personality.
Okay.
Every CrossFit gym that I've been into, everybody hates the assault bike.
Okay.
Everybody hates wall balls. So because I hear so many people complain about them, I make myself do it for the first 10, 15 minutes every single day as like a warm up going into stretching and everything. So it becomes the thing that I love.
I like the Peloton.
Yeah. So like the assault bike, I go to town on it. Like I'll burn out 50 calories in a minute, which is pretty insane. Like your whole body wants to shut down afterwards, but I love it.
The numbers are so small, right? Like,
although I got an advantage.
I burn off sometimes like a fraction of a Snicker, like an eighth of one.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's like a pound an hour at his rate.
Yeah. When you do start counting those on any type of fitness device or whatever, you're like, oh damn, dude, like that's not even a candy
I
bar.
remember doing the fucking fitness challenge we did a year and a half ago or whatever, and like riding for 4 hours on that bike, and then like looking at the estimated calorie amount and being like, then looking at a goldfish nutrition label and be like, no, that can't be right. That can't be what I did.
You would do this.
So you tell me if I were to have 3 handfuls of this, it would negate everything.
Like the hardest workout ever, and you'd burn 1,200 calories, and it was just like, wow.
Yeah.
Right?
You guys do the Whoop or anything?
No. What is that?
No.
I've never heard of it.
Is it like,
It's a heart rate variability monitor, and
No, I
like
don't have
I
it.
think Rogan and a bunch of other people have too. The biggest thing on that is like seeing how much your sleep's affected by different things in how you're working out, but more importantly, like alcohol.
We did that full like chest band thing, the MyFitness thing.
Maybe what was that?
Yeah.
MyZone. Yeah,
The
I
MyZone,
did that
yeah.
last year, and so I will say this: like, I'll geek out on that stuff because I was wearing like 3 heart rate monitors last year, trying to figure out which one I liked the best. And so for me, like the MyZone, because it's on your chest, I damaged the cartilage in between my rib, and I had to go to like hospitals here in San Antonio, and they thought that they were like I had like a hemangioma on my liver, and like was gonna have to have a surgery and all this other shit. Like I had like 4 IVs in the span of like a few days. It was a crazy ordeal. And then I fly out to LA to go to the hepatology department out there, and they're like, oh no, dude, you just got like, it looks like you got some blunt force trauma on your rib there. You tore an ab muscle, and it was like from doing burpees with that MyZone on and box jumps. And so I just dropped to the ground and hit it. And I think that's what ended up doing it. But the competitive aspect to MyZone is it's epic because you're competing against yourself and other people. And so after 1 month, after 6 months, after a year, you're hitting all these milestones, and it makes you like, even during that time when I was injured and they told me don't do anything, I'm like, bro, I got to get my MEPS for the month because I'm not losing my status for a year worth of work.
We destroyed Rogan.
Yeah.
We destroyed Rogan. Rogan was talking so much shit about like, oh yeah, I work out for 6 hours a day, this and that. The fire alarm goes off. I sweat so much. we broke his 1 month thing in like 10 days.
Like, Joe, that's not how fire alarms work.
Like it wasn't even close. It was destroyed Rogan.
Carbon dioxide.
You don't work out so hard that a fire alarm goes off.
I like to
unless
think
you lit your fucking pants on fire in the middle of your burpees.
My theory is he's working out, he's sweating like crazy, and he's also hotboxing. He's hotboxing in that room. He's like, it was probably the sweat, not this smoke.
like he acted like an 800 MEP day was like some Olympian level shit. And we would do 1,500.
I was doing that much. Like I was doing.
So here's the thing: were you taking it off though? Like because we would limit ourselves.
Sometimes not. You know, like I would try to get as many cheap MEPs as I could. But it didn't really account to a bunch. Like mostly during the workouts though, it would just get 1,500 MEPs. Like because
Kyle danced his way to victory.
We would do nothing but like work out like all fucking day. Like I fucked my ankle up like 3 weeks in or something like that. It made a clicking noise and it was just hurting. I would do nothing but sleep and work out. It was awful. I destroyed that thing. I beat it to death with a hammer.
I threw it away. I just threw the initial one away and the one that they sent me after the initial one didn't work.
Yeah, I destroyed it with a hammer. I
remember coming home like from meetings and being busy all day and just being like, workout that'll get me feeling right. Oh yeah, we're doing this MEP thing. Let me open the app. Yeah. And then it just seeing you, Woody and Chiz just like that day and just be like, all right, well, I guess I'm gonna watch 15 episodes of King of the Hill while I'm on a bike and drink so much fucking Gatorade shit that
I hated it so much. I hated it so fucking much.
Chest strap and everything.
At the gym, they were like, you're back? You were just here this afternoon. I'm like, yeah, I know.
I got to win a competition. So stand back.
Fucking awful.
So that's the thing I like about Whoop, though, is it's a three-prong approach, right? Where you do have the workout aspect of it, but you have sleep and you have recovery. So the idea is that you want all 3 points on the grid to be lined up so that you're gaining the most amount of performance growth out of the system and everything. So if you go hard in the paint and you're not sleeping or you're not recovering, you're doing more atrophy damage than you are like actually getting better. But the thing is, there's no competitive aspect to it. So I'm like, fuck it. I'll take 3 weeks off.
There's a guy in Raleigh who's just out sleeping.
As long as I
me.
sleep, I'm good.
Yeah, this guy is a master sleeper. Sometimes it's 4 p.m. for Christ's sakes. How can I compete with Woody?
That's the thing. We get in these groups, and I've got like some of these high level athletes, like like competitive, like CrossFit Games athletes and stuff in some of your groups, and so some of us don't even know each other that we're competing against, but other people have invited them in. Still relatively small. Some groups are like 10, 15 people, but all of them were asking about me. They're like, who the fuck is this Richard Ryan guy? And is he in college? Who sleeps 15 hours?
You just
was
down
like,
off
hey,
a
man.
coffee crash.
Yeah, it was Saturday.
Get my recovery in.
I had to recover, bro.
What's up?